Philly UnCut. We do these documentaries to create awareness. Cause for they say, if you're not a part of the solution, then you are a part of the problem. P-H-I-L-L-Y. Philadelphia, 5th largest city in the United States of America. Birthplace of the cheesesteak. Birthplace of the pretzel. Birthplace of Will Smith, Patti LaBelle, DJ Cosmic Kev, Gilly the Kid, State Property, Major Figures, Bon Jovi. Some of the greats have been known to be born in Philadelphia, like Kevin Hart. Some of the greats have been known to be raised up in the ghettos of Philadelphia. Philly UnCut. We do these documentaries to create awareness. For they say, if you're not a part of the problem, you are the problem. If you're not a part of the solution, then you are the problem. P-H-I-L-L-Y. Jill Scott, Muhammadiyah, Boys to Men, Classic, Philadelphia, Lawrence La La Levine, Patty Jackson, P-H-I-L-L-Y, Q Deezy, Quincy Harris, Philadelphia UnCut. We do these documentaries to create awareness. For they say, if you're not a part of the solution, then you are a part of the problem. Philly UnCut. Who that? That's Uptown Tip.
5-star Jim.
Tip, what's up, baby?
Man, this is the basics, man.
Oh, you know how we doing it, man. You know this documentary is based upon Uptown.
Right.
We letting everybody know, like, you know, Harlem got an Uptown, everybody got an Uptown.
Right.
So, you know, we couldn't leave Uptown Titter out of the building because there's 2 Titters in the city of Philadelphia.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And when we take Titter and Titter, you know what I mean? There's Titter right here from Uptown. What's up, baby?
Oh, man, you know, we just holding it down like, you know what I mean? Uptown is the foundation of thoroughness. And if with that being said, you know what I mean, it's a bunch of people from Uptown that put footwork in and put things together, man, that make other people shine and be better than what they do.
Believe that.
I mean, I'm one of the, you know what I mean, I call myself a 5-star general.
I call him a super OG like me. Finish.
Put work in, you know what I mean?
Believe that.
And but now it's about progress and owning things and trying to like do things, man, according to the way life is.
Believe that.
A lot of things in the 80s is in the 80s, and a lot of things now is what's going down now, you know what I mean?
See, and what's real about this Tip is because a lot of the young guys think that you really have to be dirty. Right. And we are the only group of brothers from 3 different generations that we showed that still can be able to sit here and look as pretty as you.
Right.
And tell a story.
Right.
Because most guys still left where you came from.
Right.
They'll never come home.
Right.
They'll never be able to be on this documentary talking about Uptown, North Philly, West Philly, South Philly, or any other town.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and finish for the record. You know, a little bit of your experiences you know, being raised uptown? What's it like going to the penitentiary, being from uptown?
You know, I went to penitentiary, I was 19. I come home, I was 30, going on 31, 32, somewhere around there. And it was a hell of an experiment, you know what I mean? Because just when I thought it was a joke, you come to find out that being away from your family and your regular day livelihood, that's really not part of the things that they tell you in these streets.
You ain't never lied.
So,
talk to them.
There's a bunch of brothers that I fell with that's still in there, that's doing life, and I'm just one of the fortunate ones that didn't have to do life. You know what I mean? Not saying that I'm not a bad person, but I ain't bad or good. I'm just
you. Just you. For the record, since we on jail.
Yeah.
Your first experience.
I need some air.
Your first experience going through a jail. Not the counties. Any kind of jail is jail, though.
My first experience going through penitentiary, that's because that's two different things. You got the county jail, which is on state roads, CCF, PIC, and all that bullshit. Well, ain't bullshit, but they counties. But my first experience is going through penitentiary at 19th is when I went to Greatesville Penitentiary, and I was walking down the hallway. I never forget this. You know what I mean? I was walking down the hallway, and the hallways was clear because it was the jail was on lockdown at the time. So I was actually walking down the hallway by myself, and out of nowhere, a whistle blew, and it was block out and yard out. That means they opened the whole jail all at one time.
Right.
So if you can imagine about 7 blocks of cold killers and murderers coming,
all hard heads,
all out they cell at the same time, coming towards you to go to the yard. That was a hell of an experience.
I experienced that. I asked you that, and that's crazy how everybody who ever went to jail and watched a lot of holidays go by, birthdays go by, even mothers' deaths go by, and not be able to really experience that with freedom.
I was in jail.
Mine too.
Yeah. And when I came home, my family had to pay for me to come to the funeral.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, being a young brother man in jail and then your mom died, that's a whole other dimension of sorrow. So it's several things.
That's what's up.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna pick up this boy. I'm gonna call you, boy.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so you know what I mean? You gotta be really have a truth understanding of what you want to do out here in life, because once you get behind the bars, man, they don't let you out when you say I was only playing.
And tell them you gotta strap them hammers in at the R&D.
Yeah.
Ain't no hammers out, right? In the jail.
None of that. Ain't none of that. You've ever gotta have a good fight game or wear a lot of fucking draws.
See, and that's one thing about Uptown. That's you learn that fight game.
Better have that
Trey, with them hands look like Uptown.
There you go.
Black Gold, what them hands look like? Hey, Black, you seen Black Gold? What them hands look like?
Trey, now give it to him, baby. What was that? What was that? A hook off?
No, my famous
1-2.
No,
hook off the jab.
My second punch, John, was the right uppercut and left hook. And if he don't go down after that, I gotta go back to my boys up in Pittsburgh with the up jack.
Oh, yeah.
The up jack.
And bring you over here.
Grab a motherfucking legs and
by the pant legs down the bottom.
Stump the bullshit out of motherfuckers.
That's for my Pittsburgh boys, black and yellow boys.
Big up to everybody, man, that's watching this documentary, man, on Uptown. Those that cannot be, you know what I mean, that they lost their freedom, and you know what I mean, even those that lost their lives, like Dave Greenfield, Mooney, Brother Wayne, Pease, JC, Bruce Kennedy,
it's so many.
Big Lou,
Buster,
Ben,
come on,
Donnie, you got the Quincy's,
David Kill, Leo.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? But one that sticks out to me is, man, my brother, man, you know what I mean? My brother Wayne, Plain Wayne from West Wayne, man.
Plain Wayne. Wayne was the first one had us back in the 80s, 83, 84, talking about Renovo.
Yeah. And he represented OGZ
but till he died. What? Wayne from the Lane.
Yeah.
Wayne from the Lane was one of the first ones.
That's right.
that really made the block haircut really famous. Remember we had the block haircuts? We already showed them the barbershops with James and talked about Charlie, the part on the side. But we didn't show them your work. They don't know that an Uptown soldier like you really cut a lot of the originators' heads.
My work is ridiculous, man. You going anywhere.
Come on, let's take them inside. Let's go. I want to see your work, Tip. Come on.
Peace. Welcome Philadelphia, 31st and Huntington Street, Tenderloin. This is the mighty, mighty B, Batman.
Even though we already got, because I don't know where the footage at, filmed that few good men. Now you playing cool.
Philadelphia. We at Napa and Huntington Street, Tenderloin Church. I'm Batman, as you know, as they say, Tenderloin, LT, little Tenderloin.
So what's the Tenderloins, Batman?
Tenderloin means Tenderloin, heart and core of North Philadelphia, Strawberry Mansion. You know what I'm saying? That's what we've made about. And we were sitting right in front of a legendary building, which was where we rolled at Brown Elliott's, right here in Napa and Huntington, and you know, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It was back in the day. You know, you would be lucky to walk through here if you didn't know. If you wasn't in the neighborhood, you wouldn't come through here. But
and where's through here? Just 31st Street, or does it run?
Anywhere the Tenderloin ran at. You know, if you didn't live in this neighborhood, you didn't belong in this neighborhood, and we spotted you, you've been dealt with, you know, so it is what it is.
And how long ago you talking about, OG?
Was that on in the 70s and the early 80s, and the 60s, you know, up until the 90s, 80s, early 90s, and then we faded off, and then the Nation came into existence, 30th and Huntington. They came into existence, and a lot of them, they wound up being involved in changing the community, better known as the Few Good Men. So, you know, it's a blessing to see that happen. But, you know, to come up the way we came up, especially, you know, I thank God every day, because there was a lady around the corner, Miss Alfreda Jones, that pulled me aside and made me what I am today, you know. Back then I was crazy. Everybody see me coming, they take their children, run in the house. You know, we're making ready to gangbang. Now,
why? Where did the name Batman come from? Why do they call you Batman?
Well, it was a movie out called The Young Savages, and they had this dude in there named Batman.
Wow.
So I just decided, well, all right, everybody got their name. I'm going to snap that name. And I became like a legend in the hood. So, you know, it's been with me for a while, you know.
Right.
Coming from this neighborhood.
Right.
And being involved in the gang situation.
Right.
And then I wound up announcing the ball games for the Sunny Hill League, and that's where the name became very legendary yet, you know what I'm saying? So now, you know, I'm doing what I do. And, hey, Capone, the young buck need a heart to you, homie. So that's how you do that thing, you know?
Right.
And so, but as I was saying, I became involved in the Sunny Hill League. I went down McGonigal Hall one day and watched the game, and they had this dude behind the mic, and then Mr. Claude Gross said, if I think I can do better, come down and do it. So they gave me an opportunity, and I got on the microphone down there. And then one day, I was up here, and I decided to go down 29th and Ridge by State Representative, Andrew Karn was running for state rep at the time. He was going out DAS to get for some commercial time. and I got in the car and rode out DAS with him. That was in 1979.
Wow.
And I met up with Georgie Woods, and next thing I know, I've been on the radio since then. And you know, and like I was telling Capone them, for these young boys to see me today, to know the story that I went through and how I changed my life around, if I can help at least one of them change their life around, I'll be blessed. Right now, I'm the second vice president of the NACP. I'm the prison chair. I get involved in the brothers inside of the wall. You know, that's my #1 agenda, you know. And I come through here now and then to check on the young brothers from Few Good Men.
Let me keep it all the way 1,000 with you, Batman.
All right.
2017, right now, 2018. The neighborhood is not what you described it from being back in the 70s and the 80s. Especially me just being familiar with the Strawberries Mansion section. It's bad. How did it become so bad that we have some of, you know, the Black Incorporated and some of the, you know, the communities trying to unite the young brothers? How did they get so far out of reach where it's kind of uncontrollable?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I hate to say this, but the drug culture fucked this whole community up. Fucked up our whole black community. You know, you got young boys now who don't know who they are and what they are. They have no value of life. You know, they up here fighting their own family members for what? What structure? Back then, see the difference between back then when we was in a gang, may it be us, the village or the lodge, whatever, it was about values and principles and respect. Respect for your mothers, respect for your family. Today, they don't have no respect for anything of that principle, man. They've been watching too much of that bullshit on TV and all that other shit, not realizing that they call themselves being involved with these little young boys they call homies, but they don't understand the meaning of homie. And then when they get involved in the structure, and the structure is so messed up, you know, that like when they do a crime, when they do a crime, and then the crime is committed, and then they sitting around like bitches, running around like babies, but not understanding that when they get in front of they go down to Juanita Kid Style Justice Center, and the lady throwing out them football time limit, then they start, what did I do? They're not realizing that life. See, these young boys gotta realize life in the penitentiary is life in the penitentiary. It ain't like when we came up and we did a lot of negativity, and we got 1 to 5 or 5 to 10. They're not doing that no more. And then you look at the structure. If you look at the structure around here, you say, why is it that on every corner you see young brothers on the corner and you see these vacant lots, and nobody's taking time to understand the whole. These politicians, you can go get a lawnmower or weed whacker and give these young boys a couple of dollars and say, this is your job. These politicians don't care, because you know what all it is? They make money. They make money off of it.
Do you think all politicians don't care, or just some of them?
Well, to me, you got a few of them.
Because I know a few good ones.
Yeah, I know. You know the Janie Blackwells, the Sidney Basses, you know, Sherelle Parkers,
right?
And
David O. Don't forget him.
David O. I grew up with David O. But David O. ain't come to reality check until somebody had to take him aside and like pop. That's when he, you know. But the reality is that you got people like David O. and Kenyatta and Dal Clark. See, a lot of people don't realize Dal Clark was born in 30 for North.
Right.
You know, so sometimes you gotta understand your roots.
Right.
I'm on the radio. When I'm on WRD, every time I play the Intruders, I always tell my mother, I stop it when they say, what corner you from? And I say, the Tenderloin. Because I don't forget where I come from. My roots is right here. I might not come up every day or nothing, but my roots is right here. This is where I learned to who I am today. You know what I'm saying? I learned that, you know, I can be a negative person 1 minute, and I can be a positive person the next minute. You know, I know, I see it, I hear it. Wait till the truck move by.
That's good. Positive moment the next minute, because that's way too much more. Positive, I could be positive, ad-lib right off.
You know, it's so deep. When people come in my house and And I have a big picture of me and Minister Farrakhan. I have a picture of so many people, and they like, back, how you get that? It's not how I got it. It's how people relate to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm a firm believer that if you be positive, positive things happen. If you act negative, sooner or later that negativity grab a hold of you. You know what I'm saying?
And what is it going to do to you, OG?
Well, negativity ain't going to do you nowhere but take you up to Mount Peace or up the road, up to Box 244 or beyond that. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, people got to understand one thing. This whole community can change if the people in this community get back to being respectful towards change. Remember, before y'all was growing up, if your mothers or fathers seen you did something wrong, they correct you. If your neighbors saw you do something wrong, they correct you. Nowadays, you let somebody touch somebody's child out here, there's gonna be a lot of hell out here. And then the sad part, we in a black community. If we in a black community and we got an economic value in our community, why we got all these other foreigner stores popping up? That bothers me, man. You know what I'm saying?
What can we do to change that?
Well, it's called learn your history. A man or a woman without knowledge of self is set to be destroyed, man.
How do they gain knowledge of self?
Read.
Tell them again, OG.
Read. Study. Where your mother at?
Excuse me, sir?
Shit. Shit.
You said, where can you find the tenderloins?
Oh, thank you, man. That's what I heard you say my mama. I know back in the day he got smacked for that.
You say, hold up. Back in the day, what? Hold up.
I
gotta talk to OG real quick.
He got smacked for that.
Well, he said that because he saw you back there.
Did I make this real?
You got it.
Did I make this real?
That's my old head. That's my old head.
Yeah.
I thought it was Mike. That's what I thought. I said, if I know Mike ain't talking about my mom. How you feel? Back in the day, we gave out. I put a stick on my shoulder. Back in the day, I'd be like, knock the stick off.
See how that worked?
Yeah.
See, that's worked at my young buck tongue, man. It's cool, man.
All right, Toe.
You came in right away on the play tip, but that's cool. See,
I see you a legend, Batman.
That is what you call respect value, man.
Right.
And that's how it was back in the day. You ain't talk about nobody mom. You ain't talk about nobody's sisters. If you mess, majority of the gang wars really started because somebody up here messed with a woman. Somebody girl down that way. Like, and it's sad because this whole area was Tenderloin. Till you get down to Hollywood and what you call Hollywood and Huntington, then it was Hollywood Hippers. And
So where was the village in the valley at?
the village was at 27th and York, Marston and Cumberland. You know, the Enchanted Village is at Marston and Cumberland. The main village is at 26th and York, all down there. On the other side of Cumberland Street, you had 29th and Diamond. Then on that side over there, across Lehigh, you had Cool World Valley. And it was like, back then, it was like a civilization or whatever we called it. You know, and you didn't go in another person's area and be disrespectful. The sad part, to backtrack to what you said, the sad part about what's going on today in this community is if today anybody can come up in this community and set up shop. When back in the day, if you didn't live around here, that was a no-no. You know, I was a complete no-no. I seen people get their asses whipped right across the street that didn't even live around here. And you say like, wow, you know, so hey, some people I had to save, some people I didn't have to save, you know, so that's just that. But all this good, man, you know, and I think to see the young boys every Father's Day, a few good men, they do their thing and they try to bring the civilization around here. But the people got to get involved, you know what I'm saying? If the people sit on their asses and don't get involved, then what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? You can't expect change if people, they like living in trash. And I mean, if you live in trash, your children grow up on that. All they know is trash. Some of these children around here haven't even been out for Napa Street, 31st Street, Stanley Street, or Carter Street. You know, the opportunities we had back in the day, our parents took us somewhere, or we went somewhere. And look at yourself, you know, y'all filming this documentary, but I just pray to Allah that it reaches somebody's soul and make them realize that, hey man, you can be something in life if you put yourself together and say you want to be changeable.
Inshallah.
You know what I'm saying? And I back to Miss Alfreda Jones. She told me, I never forget it. She told me after I was dealing with a person around here, and that person's mother told her to leave me alone because I ain't gonna be shit. So every time I go by Mount Peace and I walk by that first grave site, I just look, I ain't shit, but I'm somebody today. You know, that knock made me strong. When Miss Alfreda Jones went, they put her in her grave site, I became stronger and stronger, and that's what I am today, man. If all these young boys can look up to me as an example, then I feel blessed. You know,
and that's why they call you Batman, right?
I'm a living legend, bro.
And where you from, Batman?
31st and Huntington, Tenderloin LT gang.
Right.
And I make no mistake or Jake about it. That's my heart and my soul there. And when I die, as my uncles always told me, to many people on the radio, I'm Joey T or Joey Temple. But to these young brothers out in this hood, I'm Batman, and trust me, there's only one of me. And right now, there's a positive side of me, not that negative.
Well, the negative Batman was known for what?
For running down the street, kicking people's asses and starting gang wars and a lot of other things that I don't deal with today.
And now the new Batman, 2017, 18, and beyond, doing what?
I'm a vice president of the NACP. I'm a communicator on WRD, and I bring truth to light to all those who are behind the wall.
And where you from?
31st and Huntington.
Appreciate you. And what's your name?
Joey T, a.k.a. Batman. How's that?
Right.
Talking about, cuz, you know what I mean? Batman, real inspiration.
Yeah, most definitely, man. That was a good conversation, man. Batman gave us some real shit. You know what I mean? But we're gonna go around the corner and go talk to Too High, another legend. Right. You know what I'm saying? My man Too High, president of FGM. We're gonna go around the corner and talk to him real quick.
Let's switch our generation.
Yeah. Helping community, basketball leagues, parties, cabarets, dealing with the kids in the community. Let's go. You can't see it now, but right there, you know what I mean? Our slogan is teamwork makes the dream work. That's our FGM slogan, teamwork makes the dream work. Hey, bro. Too High, what's going on, baby boy? This documentary. You know what I mean? You know, we come down here to talk to another real OG, a legend. You know what I'm saying? Too High. What's going on? We just got finished talking to Batman. You know what I mean? He gave a nice, real OG interview. Talking about all the, you know what I'm saying, shit that used to go on back in the day, and he touched the point about, you know what I mean, FGM. So I said I gotta bring him down here to talk to the man that started, you know what I'm saying, FGM.
What does FGM stand for?
Few Good Men.
Few Good Men.
You know, started from a sophomore team back in 03. Yeah, I mean, we won the championship that fall. You know, we just went on to bigger and better things, from, you know, Father's Day cookouts to cabarets, to just trying to be visible out here in this hood. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on out here.
When you say out here, where we at?
North Philadelphia.
What part of North?
Strawberry Mansion. Yeah, there's a lot going on out here. The young kids just running wild, you know, running reckless, shooting up everything, robbing up everything. It's just, it changed out here in Philly from, you know, I say like 20 years ago to now, you know. It's just not the same. Even around here in the hood, you know, normally the courts would be packed right now playing basketball. I had like 8 runs back in the day. You know, now you can't even get a rough house. You know what I mean?
And why is that?
They get into that. You know, you're talking about, you know, back in the glory days of these courts, you're talking about 88, maybe 85.
Yeah.
85, you got Gary Devlin out here and Reggie Jackson. You know, schoolyard legends that went on to college and did their thing. Of course, Rick Bam, he played with Detroit, you know. What was the other guy named live up here? Robert Lawrence.
Robert Lawrence.
Yeah, Robert Lawrence. Robert Lawrence was a baseball player. Who else? Boxing. Greg Bam. You know,
some young legends around here. Some of the young legends.
Reese Rice, basketball.
Yeah,
Okay, Reese Rice.
Basketball.
Who else?
Dynamite, boxing.
Oh, Dynamite is from this area, huh?
Yeah.
His brother Mike Sharp.
Yup.
The twins, Rockin' Tiger.
Rockin' Tiger from this.
30th Street. They from 30th and Huntington.
Okay.
They popping Brother Nazir.
Training a lot of pro boxing right now.
Denard Hopkins. They trained Denard Hopkins.
I'm gonna do what anyway.
That's what's up.
Deep was, you know, our old heads. Legendary. They went on and won a championship. So they, yeah, they pretty much gave us a visual on what to do or how to do it before the crack epidemic came and just swept this area.
Since you on the crack epidemic, what years is that? You got to speak a little factual. What years you talking about?
88.
88. We can go earlier than that. We can go 84. 84.
Yeah.
Crack hit in this neighborhood in 1984.
Yeah, 84. The crack swept this area, you know. We had a lot of our OGs on crack, and it just, you know, it stopped our like vision or what we needed to do, because that's where we got our game from. You know, then you talking about
what game you got? What kind of game you got? We speaking on game.
Pick one.
Yeah, shit.
I mean, you know, the people want to know what kind of game you got.
I played college baseball. You know what I mean? I'm a baseball. I played high school baseball. I played high school basketball.
Tell them who you used to pass the ball to at Gratz, though.
I played with Rasheed Wallace, Aaron McKee, LeVan Austin, Andre Griffin. We had a dream team in '90. You know what I mean? We was the team to beat in the pub. You know what I mean? Shout out to great Mr. L. You know,
who's Mr.
Coach, L? Coach for Gratz, living legend. You know, great mentor, and yeah, it just go on to.
And what years you talking about?
You talking about 88 to 90.
Okay.
88, 90, 92.
You still got ball gaming?
I got a little bit left. You know what I mean? But yeah, it just.
Let's get right to it. They say this the mansion.
Right.
What is the mansion all about? Let's be honest.
Yeah. It's a place we go to, you know, socialize, friends for over 30 years. You know, come, we look at, you know, Eagles games, you know, Sixers. You know, we come politic with each other in there, you know, come to.
And what political moves do you make?
Political.
Cause you say y'all politic, so you know, politic, you know.
You know, as far as keeping our neighborhood in check, you know, it's things.
How do you do that? How do you do that, bro?
Basketball leagues for the kids.
Clement Park trips.
Clement Park trips. Fireworks. We have a legendary fireworks show on 4th of July.
So now keep that. Stay right there. So why is there so many shootings in that playground right across the street from your house?
Oh, it's definitely ain't no shooters over here. It might be shooters in the area, but it's
not that playground.
No, not at all.
That playground sacred.
Sacred.
Why?
Sacred, because that's the way we make it. It's different type of people up here.
Is it a community effort?
It's a community effort. It's a block by block effort. You know what I mean? And this is a place that we don't allow that. Let the kids do what they do, and if y'all want to go with that nut shit, take that shit somewhere else. But it's not going to be here where, you know, the kids, you know, kids need to escape. You know, sometimes the playground's the only thing they got to escape as far as basketball, as far as playing around in the playground. They need to escape. So, you know, that's just a area you just don't really, you know, have that type of nonsense. You know
Strong was telling me a little bit about that, you know, because the first time I came down here, down the Strawberry section, and, you know, but I used to hang around here back in the days because my aunt and them lived around here about 30 years ago. But this playground was always wild.
Right.
Like a couple guys that I know, like Wink, and a few other guys from this area. Strong was telling me the day I came down here for that video shoot, it was kind of nice to see everybody in the playground rejoicing, man, because you don't see that often.
Right. Oh, well, you know, love is everything, man. You know, when it's displayed by the right people, man, it affects a lot of other people, man, to make them want to do the right thing.
So is that what A Few Good Men is about?
Yes, A Few Good Men definitely is about that. It's about how 30 years of friendship, you know, that's still together, still get a chance to motivate each other to come out here and do some great things in the community.
You know, that's good, man.
How was it like to live in Philadelphia? How long you been living in Philly in this area?
I lived in Philly all my life, in this area all my life.
How was it? How did you survive?
Definitely a great place to be. Definitely a great place to be. Do sports and recreation coming up as a kid. You know, we had...
So it's not as bad as what people make it, correct?
Right. No. You know, life is what you make it. You know what I mean? And,
no matter where you live.
And it goes the same way with the hood. You know what I mean? We had great guys in our life as Mr. Frank Styles, our little league coach, 10-12. You know, Mr. Boone, can't forget about him. He was like the coordinator of like the whole baseball community around here.
Special K.
Special K. Shout out to Spesh. You know, he was one of the founding fathers in keeping this playground in order, mainly the basketball courts, you know. So I don't want to leave nobody out. We missing somebody?
You know, there's so many names, man.
Names we can mention.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Big Vince. Shout out to
Big Vince.
Yeah, shout out to Scotty Kent. You know, one of our first bass players in the hood, played with Frankie Beverly.
The young boy right there, can he play baseball? Or he just stand there, or he faking? So what about him? Y'all leaving somebody else, so y'all ain't telling the truth.
We telling the truth.
What about why he can't play baseball?
Baseball today, it ain't like it was 20 years ago. You ain't gonna see no pickup baseball games.
No.
Why?
Because young boys don't play baseball no more.
They too cool.
Yeah, right. I mean, if it ain't PlayStation, they're not playing baseball. When the last time you seen a pickup baseball game, too?
Yeah.
20 years?
You don't see that no more.
When we was
when
we was their age, how many games
we was out
you
there playing already?
Come on, man.
You see pick up Sega Genesis,
yeah.
you see pick up the
They wasting their summers. They wasting their summers out this joint.
They not athletically inclined as we was yesteryear. Yeah,
we play everybody get the ball, get tackled. If we ain't have 10 guys, we just play. I don't know what they call it, Uptown or West.
Free
throw
fall.
the ball up in the air,
Whoever
you catch it. Whoever get the ball get tackled.
Yeah, we definitely.
If we ain't have enough
right
to play
there.
this, we'll play. We had not on duty. We had a game called Dickum.
Yeah.
What? I mean, not on duty. Where you shoot the ball, you call a person name.
Yeah.
Cause you know back in the day when you play basketball, you moving, you dicking. It's a movie. But like, I just dicked it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was a movie.
Not on duty.
You know what I mean? That's not on duty.
Yeah.
But we had shit called Dickum. We had rough outs.
Sean, you look like you had a little basketball game. Can you still play?
I mean, you know, I'm known for, you know what I mean? I'm like a Larry Bird. I'm like a Larry Bird. I'm like a Larry Bird.
Since we're going to take off the swing of all the violence and everything and the educational part, we're going to show how Philly guys really get it down and why we're alone, why a lot of basketball legends come from this hood. Me and Gil got 4 more. We got 3 more people. Y'all got 5?
Yeah,
definitely.
We definitely got 5 running out the gym.
All right, well,
we
introduce the game. You got 5?
You got 5? Yeah, absolutely.
When you ready?
Whenever. You know what I mean? Whenever.
Talk heavy. Talk heavy. Whenever. Whenever you ready, Gil. Look. But y'all coming to the cage, though. Y'all most definitely coming to the cage.
All right, let's go see what the cage looks like, Frank.
We can set it up. We locking the gates up and we playing in the cage.
Before we play this ball. Why the gates locked?
2 out. Why the gates locked? You can go through this way right here. You can go through this way right here.
Let's go inside the legendary playground. I want to see.
Right here.
There's no way in, no way out.
No way.
We don't want nobody leaving. Once you get in this joint,
Come on,
we don't want
man.
nobody leaving.
You need nobody but your subs inside the gate, man.
This playground was made back in the 70s when it got dedicated to young brothers that got killed. This used to be houses, and they're not houses there. This was a lot. Wow. All glass and rock. Never had that.
So they knocked these houses down. Who the gentleman that got killed?
He was going to college, one of the fellas that grew up on 31st Street like in 78, maybe 76. Wow. And they was going to college.
They got a plaque on the floor, on the ground over there with their names on it.
Yeah. Yeah, what happened was
all the way across to where the playground is.
Let's go see.
They ain't covered that up, did they too?
No, it's still there. It's in the beginning.
Like carrying all the money, change up.
Always on camera, you try to get the perfect things to say and shit.
No, you excellent.
This basketball court jam-packed when we was kids.
Yeah.
That we had to make our own basketball courts out of monkey bars.
Yeah.
That's how he got his jump shot. That's how I got my jump shot. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
So we know you can't shoot.
No, I got jump
So y'all developed y'all jump shot
on a monkey bar.
From that?
Not this one. The one
That's why y'all can't shoot. So y'all shoot sideways.
No, let me tell you something. I will put my jump shot or his jump shot against anybody jump shot in the city. Real rap.
Over Gil jump shot.
Bring Gil out here.
You know, wait a minute.
Bring Gil out here. I'm not talking about one-on-one. I'm not.
And that's where y'all learned to shoot in North Philadelphia.
That's right.
Through that hole right there.
No, not this. It was another monkey bar. And we couldn't play because we was young boys. So we shot the basketball through a square this big and created a jump shot that was unstoppable.
Yeah.
I'm living proof to tell you that nobody could stop him when he was playing basketball in his basketball court. Real rap. Yeah. And I'm talking about it came from, he was a young boy, man. He grew up right here. He grew up right here, in this house right here. And all he did was watch people play. And when he couldn't get on the court, he'd bring his basketball out here and shoot in the monkey bar and created an unstoppable jump shot. You talking 5'2", 125 pounds playing for Gratz, 5'4", playing with Aaron McKee, Rasheed Wallace, and all them big boys. And he was the one dropping the dimes. And I'm telling you, it started right here in this playground, man. Then you talking about baseball.
Legendary.
Baseball, shortstop. Yeah. 31st and Huntington. You know what I mean? Come on, that's where it went down at. Yeah. My man Mike Crack, one of the best center fielders in the game. Gun you the fuck out from center field.
That's my nickname, go get him.
Hey, go get him. I like that right there. Go get him.
One of the best. We athletes, man. That's why we still here, man, because when we was kids, man, we found shit to do, man. Right. We was not going to, a day like today, it's 30 of us in the field playing baseball. The score will be 100 to 59. Baseball. Then wintertime, every Sunday we play football. Rough touch. Thanksgiving, we play football. You know what I'm saying? The summertime at 5 o'clock, people got 12 winners. Yeah. You can't get no run in this joint.
You definitely can't.
From 1980 to maybe 2000. Since when 2000 hit, the runs was done. Yeah. I wish my man Robot was here.
Yeah, they was out here hustling then.
Robot come, he pull his car up right there with the sounds. Next thing you know, it's 100 people on here ready to run.
So Robot, another legend from this area?
Legend. He the one that got the book I told you, Trying to Score While Being an Athlete. That's my man.
Era the 80s.
What's the book called again?
Trying to Score While Being an Athlete. Olympic swimmer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Got caught up in the game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out the road.
Shout out the road.
Tighten up. Got tighten up line going on. T-shirts, you know. Big ups the road. Yeah. You know.
Well, we try to keep the neighborhood going with the FGM. You know what I'm saying, man? But it's hard, man, because, you know, when you ain't got, you know, our slogan is teamwork makes the dream work. You know what I'm saying? We threw cabarets and brought out 1,000 people. Yeah. I'm talking about throwing that shit on them. Yeah. We got thousands of pictures to prove it.
Just telling, I used to break it all down, never gave out weight. Used to do the morning shift, never stayed out late. I was good to my workers, even gave out breaks. And even better to the smokers, even gave out straights. I was the one on the block, took change and all. On the grind all day in the rain and all. 244 loans, used to bang them all. And made every rock big like my name was small. I took all short money, I'd take it all. If it wasn't bagged up, I'd break it off. I'm like a dog with these haters, I just shake them off. I'm in my own lane now, then I'm taking off.
Eagles not here, I gotta run to the
Yo, I'm from a hood where it go down that. If it's a fork in the road, we don't stop, we just go round that. I don't know what you niggas are selling or what you even inhaling, but everybody needs to stop all this telling. I used to break it all down, never gave out weight. Used to do the morning shift, never stayed out late. I was good to my workers, even gave out breaks. And even better to the smokers, even gave out straights. I was the one on the block, took change and all. On the grind all day in the rain and all. Used to bang them all. That made every rock big like my name was small. I took all short money, I'd take it all. If it wasn't bagged up, I'd break it off. I'm like a dog with potatoes, I just shake them off. I'm in my own lane, cameras, dog. Take it all.
Say that shit ain't on the beat.
That shit on the iPhone, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Never question if it's made up. Hands don't stay with you. I see
I'm just sitting there calling over like, yo, no, I ain't over there yet. Chill, man. He called you again? You know, that's what I told you. I said I was filming somebody. Oh, no, look. iPhone charge right there. What he said was, no, I heard you was going to be. I knew it. I knew it. I said, girl probably said, yeah, I'm about to go fuck with you. Yeah, you never said, no. Right. I know it. Didn't I say that? Yeah. You already know we in the building. This how I go down, hiphopondeck.com, the last of a dying breed, you know what I'm saying? You know, we started the DVDs, man. Back to Basics for Raps TV was the first one doing rap ciphers. No media company, before BET, before anybody was doing rap ciphers. All you gotta do is Google and watch. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Not to take away from those that's doing it, but you know, sometimes you gotta pay homage. Pay homage to those that was doing it before you. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't wait till they pass away like Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists been rapping before Prodigy and after Prodigy, like Biggie Smalls and Tupac. You know what I'm talking about? So just show love before they pass away. Show love while they here. Like I salute the boy Ugly Nova in his session. Cause it ain't about the 20,000. It ain't about the hammers, you know what I mean? You know, the Max and all that on the table. It ain't about none of that. It's about he really move and shake. And he really a ball. And he really get it popping. I don't co-sign fraud and fakes. I can tell you about some fraud and fakes that during the battle days, dudes were scared to come to Philadelphia saying, no, I wasn't allowed to come there, EA. But this ain't on that time, because you know I like to talk trash, but I do like to keep it real. That's one thing about EA. Everybody know I keep it 1,000. I keep it what my hat say. Real Raps TV. Facts. Facts. Now everybody got a backyard, but if you ask me on camera and I'm asking to give an opinion, I'm going to give you an opinion. Like some of you rappers need to quit yesterday. Just my opinion. Why? Some of the reasons why. Y'all don't promote yourself. Y'all remain unapproachable. When you get around the movers and shakers, videographers and bloggers, you act like you don't want to go over there and say, yo, Eddie Kane Show. Yo, Microphone Bully. Yo, hiphopondeck.com. Yo, hip hop since 1987. Yo, whoever. Yo, Aunt We Run the Streets. What's up, boy? And there ain't no such thing as dick eating. Suckers made that up. Suckers made that up. It's called being approachable. And sometimes you gotta say this. 267-215-610-310 917. Yo, Ugly Nove. Yo, can I come and do a blog at the back cave on your session? Yeah, OG, slide through. Say no more. I'll be right there, like last year.
Yeah, from a place where you win, they wanna see you fall. City full of hate, never wanna see you fall. My dog,
my bro. Motherfucking Ugly Nove, the motherfucking king of Southwest, boss of Philly, facts, stamps.
Why we on that, youngin', right? Why is he the king of Southwest? Tell me.
Let me tell you why.
Because I know no, but
tell you why.
Break it down. Break it down to me.
Number one, I knew this man since motherfucking 2001, 2002.
Right.
And he been the same nigga.
Right.
We all was in the mix together, in the trap, like from the mud.
Right. Where the mud?
Falling,
where the mud being from?
Falling, getting back up. Falling, getting back up.
Where you from?
From the fucking mud, Southwest.
Where? Southwest Philly.
I'm from South Philly and Southwest.
Say that.
I'm from past some projects.
Say that.
That's my hood.
Say that.
Southwest.
Right.
Greenway, Woodland Ave.
Right.
From Lemberg to fucking Baltimore Ave.
Right.
There you go. There you go.
So you co-signing that on your name?
I'm co-signing that on my name, and all my OGs stand behind it. You can call him right now. I call my OG right now, and he a real fucking boss that been in the game for years. Like everybody know him.
Right.
Everybody know him.
Right.
I ain't gonna say his name.
You ain't got to. No, you ain't got to. It ain't no need.
Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him.
No, but you speaking.
Yeah, I'm speaking. Yeah.
I love this nigga right here.
That's the fucking boss of Philly. You know what I'm saying? All that.
He the boss of Philly and the king of where?
Southwest Philadelphia.
Say that.
Southwest Philadelphia.
Say that then. I mean,
the mud.
Say that.
The mud. He earned his title. He independent. Ain't nobody doing what the fuck he doing with their own money. These niggas got niggas backing him up. Right. He doing his own shit with his bread. Right. He ain't asking nobody for no favors. Right. And niggas hating, oh man, since he got that bag, man, but we gonna charge him this. Not on some, damn, he third,
not on the third ball, right.
And he popping. No, niggas wanna throw more shit. Right. So fuck them niggas too. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We got ladders like construction sites too. This anybody, you know, wanna talk that shit. But yeah. Yeah, look, live and direct. That's why they call me that. You know what I'm saying? And I be in the trenches all day, every day. You motherfuckers see me every day, all day. Don't say a word. So if it's a problem, just address it, man. Like we ain't gonna keep doing this rap shit, this rap back and forth shit. Cool. No, next only thing going back and forth next is you know what? Right. And they ain't going back and forth. Right. Not if I get the fucking drop.
Well, we appreciate a real one. Yeah. Finish your episode.
I'm back
explaining why my youngest say he the boss of Philly and he the king of Southwest Philly. I appreciate that brother right there giving me a little bit of game, because sometimes you can't get a real one that can speak up for your folk, for your kinfolk. So it's real when you have a real one speak up for your kinfolk. And we gone.
I want to represent this to the day I die, man. I just want to talk about some of this stuff that's going on in our city, man. That we run around here talking about we men. We're not men. This violence is going on. We tearing our communities up, y'all. What y'all think about that, though?
Well, you asking me and Toucan what we think about that, you know?
Yeah, bro. Well, I definitely think it's a problem, and you know, our elders such as ourselves need to step up a little bit. You know, Glockaware. One of the things we used to earlier put on all our t-shirts, it used to say that homicide is the #1 cause of death amongst black youth. Be easy. It's not them that's killing us, it's us that's killing us. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can understand that very well. You know, like coming up from the city of Philadelphia, like I said, I represent Mount Airy to the day I die. See, I grew up with some real men, some real gentlemen. They call them gangsters, but no, they a gentleman and then they a gangster. A gangster don't run around and brag about what he do, and a killer ain't gonna tell nobody what he gonna do. You know, what you trying to get is fake fame. You know, like.
So who is these guys that you grew up with? Who is these guys you reference?
Guys like, you know, like Sam Christian. His name is Bayi. Ronald Harvey. You know, he got a son named Kevin Harvey doing life. Sam Christian got a son named Suleiman doing life. My pop name was Big Amin. You know, big fella. You know, they taught us how to respect our neighbors, respect the people around us. Even though we did what we did, we respected our community. It's not a hood, it's called a community.
Well, what you mean, do what you did? Like, cause, you know, like, you know, you like one of the OGs that I respected for a lot of years growing up, you know what I'm saying? But what did y'all do? What was considered, we did what we did?
So like, first of all, if we sold drugs, there was nobody in the community didn't have. You know, if Miss Bell or Miss Baker didn't have their rent paid, we paid it. Like, you know, we kept the community clean. First of all, we came together as black men. You know, whatever you do it. But you do it with some respect, man.
But, yeah, I mean, see, it's like right now, 2017, now you referencing, like you said some names that kind of reference, like an era where a lot of young guys nowadays can't relate to the Black Mafia era.
Okay, well,
like did they run around saying they was a gang?
No.
Did they run around saying they were the Black Mafia?
No, my brother. They walked around as men who stood up for what they did. Like, you know, I always hear my old EA say, stand what you do. And what these young brothers out here don't stand what they do. For one reason, I did 17 years in the penitentiary. It ain't nothing to brag about.
Right.
You know, but it taught me wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and it taught me how to respect another man.
So the 17 years that you did in jail, where's some of the jails you've been at?
Petersburg, Virginia, Lexington, Kentucky, Dansbury, California, Oklahoma, Arizona.
Are they federal jails?
Yes, it is, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I ran across some good dudes there. You know, like, they talk about the boy Roland Barksdale from Baltimore, Maryland, who they made The Wire out of. When I really got to sit down and talk to these men, they told me where they went wrong.
Right.
You know, and just watching my father get sentenced to 110 years of 5-life sentence at the age of 15 when he was taken away from me.
Right.
You know, just the respect. And I can even go even further. You know, like, I can even talk about people like Craig Haynes. You know, I knew him personally.
Yeah, Craig was, that's what me and Craig was talking.
You know, I knew Lil Derek.
Right.
You know, they was personal, really, rest in peace.
Right.
You know, like, you don't have to walk around and project that you something that you're not. You know, when beef come to you, you got to ask yourself, what part do you play in it?
Let me ask you a question. The beefs that you see that go down in Philadelphia, and, you know, being as though this is Philly Uncut, and this is the main product that we basically talking about, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You know, like on Philly Uncut Part 1, Toucan, it was referenced that, you know, it was more homicides in Philadelphia than Chicago at one time. Like, we know up to speed, like Chicago is. What do you think will help stop some of the violence in Philadelphia?
Well, education.
Yeah, education, where you come from.
Education how?
Like, well, as far as education is, let a person know where they come from, or what's their roots. You know, like, when you said about beef, I hear a young brother say, you know, when I see him is on site, but you see him in the movies, you see him walking down the street, you see him going to the store, you see him going to the masjid. I don't think it's a beef. I think it's just a misunderstanding that two men need to sit down and talk about.
But what about the ones that's really going at each other, like shooting at each other? Like, this is not one thing you know for sure.
This is for real.
Right.
This for real out here.
Like, and we do these documentaries to create awareness because some young people need to understand. Like, I'm gonna ask your opinion, Toucan. Like, doing a story, making an awareness about the young man whose sister we the young boy from Uptown, 13 death sentences.
Yes, yeah.
I have to edit that. Well, anyway, we're gonna edit that. You know, some young guys think that it's okay to shoot, to rob. They even think it's cool to get homicides under their belt. What would you say to the young guys that's looking at the guys like y'all, OGs? I consider OGs. You have to educate these young guys. What would you say to the young guy that didn't commit a homicide yet, didn't shoot nobody yet, thinking about it, watching some of hip hop, some of the videos, some of other aspects of life? What would you say to them?
Well, first of all, when you said about the hip hop, you know, hip hop brings a lot of culture to our black community. First of all, a lot of that stuff they talk about, they don't live. So first of all, if you're not out here really trying to hurt no one, you know, conversations are come to a couple of your old heads and try to bring this together, man. You gotta understand, man, when you go in front of them people, they don't care about what race, what color you is, you're going to jail. And then when you get to the mountains, your heart gonna be tested.
So what's the difference of the day and doing it? Sure. What's the difference of the day? Like, you know, the Black Mafia era and the new generation.
Well, the difference of the day is we respected our boundaries.
Right.
You know, like, I'm from Uptown. I'm not gonna go to West Philly, sell drugs where I'm not comfortable at, I don't know the people, and that's disrespecting somebody else's ground. I'm gonna go down and visit, but the day is we feel that we can go anywhere, we can do anything, and ain't no consequences gonna come with this. You know, like, just take for instance, like, you know, like how me and you grew up in the same neighborhood, we done played in the same sandbox, then went to the same school, and now I'm talking about running down on you to do something to you.
You know, my whole thing is, like, if you know who the person is, his background, who his people is, why would you go there? Why don't you try to go talk to somebody? And a lot of us as young black men, this thing called pride, we don't want to walk away. That don't make you a coward, don't make you a chump. It just make you a man who don't really want that in your life right about now, man. Some beefs you can't squash, you know, and I'm sorry to say that, but some things that, you know, it can be squashed, it can be talked about, you know, else do two things. You don't say nothing to me, I don't say nothing to you.
Right, no, that's facts.
You know, and it's what's real crazy, EA, is like, we so quick to assassinate another man's character. You know, like, right now, some of y'all might see me here. Oh, that's lie dude, but let me explain something to y'all. My lies have got me more than the truth have got some of y'all. We're gonna talk about that another time, though. Right. You see what I'm saying? My lies ain't never got nobody killed, got nobody hurt, never got nothing done to no one. It hurt me as a person. And some of the things I said, I wish I could take back. Some of the people who I had a problem with a long time ago, I wish I could sit down and talk to them. But some beefs is not justified. But the thing is, there's too much killings going on the streets of Philadelphia for unnecessary reasons that we don't have to do.
Right. I understand.
Philly UnCut. We do these documentaries to create awareness. Cause for they say, if you're not a part of the solution, then you are a part of the problem. P-H-I-L-L-Y. Philadelphia, 5th largest city in the United States of America. Birthplace of the cheesesteak. Birthplace of the pretzel. Birthplace of Will Smith, Patti LaBelle, DJ Cosmic Kev, Gilly the Kid, State Property, Major Figures, Bon Jovi. Some of the greats have been known to be born in Philadelphia, like Kevin Hart. Some of the greats have been known to be raised up in the ghettos of Philadelphia. Philly UnCut. We do these documentaries to create awareness. For they say, if you're not a part of the problem, you are the problem. If you're not a part of the solution, then you are the problem. P-H-I-L-L-Y. Jill Scott, Muhammadiyah, Boys the Men, Classic, Philadelphia, Lawrence La La Levon, Patty Jackson, P-H-I-L-L-Y, Q Deezy, Quincy Harris, Philadelphia UnCut. We do these documentaries to create awareness. For they say, if you're not a part of the solution, then you are a part of the problem. Philly UnCut. Who that?